Hey, please subscribe. Thank you.
Okay, so let's start over. A mother was on somebody's front porch, her son's girlfriend, apparently, front porch, having a conversation with her son's girlfriend's dad. Because the dad physically threw the son out of the daughter's bedroom. Did anybody catch that? Give me a thumbs up if you caught that. Or did I explain it right? Just a thumbs up. The video is probably on rickeysmiley.com. Or our, damn, so savvy, he said he should have beat him. Oh my Lord, I don't know about all that. Wait a minute. Okay, thumbs up. Okay, do y'all, one more time. All right, one more time. Here you go, Tiffany. The mom and the son is on the front porch of her son's girlfriend's parents, getting into a confrontation with the father for putting his hands on her son. Why did he put his hands on the son? Because the son was up in the daughter's bedroom. That's why hands was being put on the son. Now, he didn't beat the boy. He snatched him up and probably escorted him out the house and cussed him out and all that stuff. And so now let's give this some context. Now, a boundary was set. All men set the boundary. Our daughters grow up. I have never had to go upstairs and snatch any man out of my daughter's bedroom. Come over here. Hey, you stay right here in the living room. There's the bathroom. There's the kitchen. Living room, bathroom, kitchen. Living room, bathroom, kitchen. Everything in this house is off limits without my permission. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Now, let's start with this. The mother was talking to the father with a tone that was absolutely unbelievable and disturbing. They teenagers. That's how old, that's the age. They teenagers. The way the mother was standing up to the father and having a conversation with him, that was the first thing that really threw me out, because I thought that was disturbing, because she was talking to that man like she could really whip his ass. Let's start there. With a whole lot of hype and a whole lot of masculine energy, you standing on a man's front porch in his doorway, talking to him crazy. Now, the other thing was, that really could have went left. That could have went left quick, because the young man did not respect the boundary that was set. And when you in somebody's house, and when you go to an intimate spot like the bedroom, you don't go in nobody's bedroom in nobody's house unless they give you permission, whether you dating or not. Right? And the mama was in his face going in. Don't put your motherfucking hands on my son. Don't put your, she was doing all of that. And now, let me tell you. Now, even if the mother felt that way, I think that was not the right way to do it. First of all, you're not going to do it in front of the son. You're not going to undermine correction in front of the son. Undermining correction in front of the son. Hey, can we meet over here at Taco Bell, and I'm going to leave my son in the car and let's have us a conversation? Or make your son go back to the car, and can I step in and have a conversation with y'all? And let's sit down and have a very calm, quiet, I feel this kind of way, Mr. Johnson, I feel this kind of way. I feel like you didn't have to put your hands on him. You should have called me. She had every reason to express how she felt if she felt that way, right? Then give Mr. Johnson, because you're under his roof. You're under his roof. You're on somebody's porch. You're on somebody's property. You're under the roof. You got to maintain a certain level of respect. You can't do all that shit at somebody else's house. You can do it at your house. You can't do it at somebody else's house. You can't go the hell off. And then the other thing, you really can't go the hell off if you're wrong. And somebody on here said you have to have some emotional intelligence. Yes, you are under his roof. So I would have, if I was Mr. Johnson, hey, come on in. Let me get you some water. Do you want some coffee? Would you like some coffee? Would you like some water? We got some fruit in here, some leftover biscuits and some alligator syrup. Want to sop some biscuits and let's eat right quick. Have a, soften. Let's get the situation very calm and respectful. How are you? So good seeing you. Your son is an awesome young man. I hate I had to snatch him up. I'm sorry I had to snatch him up, but he know he can't go in this girl's room. Boy, I ain't know what was going on up there. We definitely don't want our daughter to get pregnant. But come on, sit down. Let's talk about it. See that? You see how that went? You see what I just said? Come on in, sit down, Ms. Johnson. I'm sorry I had to snatch him up, but I told him not to go upstairs or whatever. He's a good young man, but he went upstairs, went in my daughter's room. I don't want them. I want my daughter to come up pregnant, And so I apologize that it went there. But little buddy, little buddy ain't there. And then allow her to express herself. Now, the son was wrong. The son was wrong. And let me tell you something, when our young men don't respect boundaries, and the son made a simple mistake by going up to the room. Now, there are going to be some mistakes the son might make that might cost him his life. You understand? Sometimes women get real emotional about their sons and treat them like little boyfriends instead of sons. First of all, if anybody would have grabbed my son, Rickey Smiley, if anybody would have grabbed my son and physically had to remove him from the house and snatch his ass up, my son never would have told. It never would have made it to my front step because my son wouldn't have told me. He wouldn't have told me. He would have said, hey, I'm going to go and take that L. My son would have been scared to come home and tell me that a man had to snatch his ass up out of some daughter's room. Because my only question would have been, if he would have told me, did he tell you not to go in there? Yes, sir. Hey, okay. And what did you learn from this? I learned to respect boundaries. Okay. I'm not going to go over to that man's house and say nothing to him. Don't take your ass back in the daughter's room if he's nice enough to allow you to continue dating his daughter, if he allow you to step foot back in his house. And I need you to call Mr. Smith and apologize to him. I'm not going to say a word, but I want you to call your girlfriend, have her put Mr. Smith on the phone, and I need you to apologize to him. If you did the first time, I need you to apologize to him again. Right there. Right there. And that's it. I said, and then when you hung up the phone with Mr. Smith, now me and you finna have a conversation, Malik. You're going to have to respect boundaries. I don't care what. If she told you to come in there and she told you it was okay, that's not her house. That's Mr. Smith's house. Mr. Smith said, don't go in the room. Why did you go in there? What if Mr. Smith would have came in there and thought you was raping his daughter and shot you? What if Mr. Smith, you would have jumped and moved the wrong way and that whole situation would have went left? And then, let's go back for a minute. Anybody seen that video? Do y'all know how dangerous that situation could have got with that mother? If that mother and it's mother and father on the inside of the house who live there, and it's the mother and the son standing on the front porch. Okay. What if it would have escalated? and there was a physical altercation with the mom pointing fingers and the dad pointing fingers, and then the stepmama and the dad get into it, and then now all four of them fighting, and somebody run in the house and get a weapon to defend themselves, or for whatever reason, like somebody really could have died in that situation. And yes, both kids were wrong. Both kids wrong. Now now the daughter need to be handled for allowing the son up in the bedroom. But the son never should have went in the bedroom when he was told by the parents not to go in the bedroom. Simple as that. And once they're a teenager, and once they leave your house, and they do something that they don't supposed to do, and you train them to do what's right, not only did you disrespect Mr. Smith, you disrespected me because I taught you better. Now you in trouble with me because you made my house look bad. And parents, sometimes you just ain't gonna get to dictate what happens to them when they don't respect boundaries. You got to teach them to respect boundaries. Y'all seen the video, and she was in his face like she was a man. And she was going in. She was going off. Look at the video. You know, that situation could have escalated. Somebody could have died in that situation. You know what I'm saying? If the mama that's in the house would have gotten into it with the mother that was on the front porch, and then the son jumped involved and started attacking his wife, and he can't control the son, or they get into a physical altercation and a gun or knife or anything get pulled, do you know somebody could have died in that situation? And the daughter need to be on punishment, or in a corner, or whatever the punishment required, and whatever the rules and regulations of that house is. Because guess what? I done raised nieces and daughters, and I got 2 daughters now, and I promise you, ain't nobody finna walk up them steps at all. Not without my permission or my escort. If we watching the movie up there in the room, we all going up there together, and I allowed it, and I made sure certain boundaries were set. If you need to use the restroom, young man, you come use the guest restroom. You don't go in her restroom, but we gonna all sit in here, we all watching. We gonna all be respectful. My son, who's 24 years old, have to come here or whatever. My daughter, after she graduated college, her and her boyfriend came here. He had to stay here, but hey, I escorted him to the basement, to a room down there at the end of the hall in the corner, and showed him the restroom or whatever, because, you know, my daughter slept in her room. Hey, sir, don't come up these steps. I said, I walked through my house all through the night. I know y'all grown and y'all have a place together, but y'all not married, so you can't sleep in the same room here. He was very respectful. Yes, sir. And did not leave out of that room. And I promise you, I had every Ring camera on, and I walked them damn halls like the prison guards at Shawshank Redemption. Goddamn Alcatraz up in this hole. Nigga, I was marching. Nigga, I was so sleepy the next day, I couldn't even think straight. Nigga, I went back. I was getting water, getting bottled waters for no damn reason, just to hear me stomp down the steps to the basement and turn around and stomp back up the steps so he can hear somebody stomp down the steps or up the steps and know not to bring his ass up out that room. Nigga, I should have locked him in there. Nigga, you ain't finna hit nothing up in here, nigga. If I hear one queef in this house, I'll blow this bitch up. One queef. But y'all stupid. The teenage boy, this is somebody said should have said to his girlfriend, no. Your mother said no. Period. That's it. Yeah. My son stayed here with his girlfriend, and they slept in separate rooms, and he didn't ask any questions. Oh, that's it. Y'all on it. Hey, we gon' y'all stupid as hell out here. Somebody said, I cannot stand you. Hey, Alexis, I was doing so good at first, and then my ass always turned something stupid, right? I was doing real good. Somebody said, hey, thank y'all for that topic this morning. Absolutely, that's what we're here for. And let me say this. Brad is an awesome parent. Brad is one of the best parents I know. And we argue, and listen, me and Brad are brothers and sisters forever. And we got to arguing off air, and I let her know I am your son's goddad. And if I get in a situation, and he in a situation, I don't have time, and I have to snatch him up to save his life, I'm going to snatch him up to save his life. Brad is my sister, and we ride or die, we argue, and we're going to be right back on. And I was still talking shit when we came back on, because I told her that I'm going to go up to his kindergarten today and snatch his ass out of daycare. And she said, and I'm coming with a pistol too, shoot your ass. And we laughed, and that's it. And she is protective as a mom, as mom should be, but she gonna understand it and gonna move a little bit closer and have a little bit more understanding when he become a teenager, when she see more things. This is her first child. So it's her first child, and then I understand how she feels. It's emotional. She carried him for 9 months, and she went through what she went through. Probably that lady feel the same way about her child, or whatever. But yeah, so we ain't attacking her or whatever. But we gonna be on it though, and I'm gonna make sure, as a goddad to my godson, True Legend, that we have these conversations and continue these conversations to make sure that he respect boundaries, and to make sure that, hey, Brad, sometimes that's just all a part of being a man. Sometimes men it's gonna be the men that's gonna make the little boys tougher and give them some of the things that they need, some of the guidance that they need, and sometimes it's not gonna be comfortable. And we gonna work through it, because that's what we do. We love each other to death, and we are in a co-parent, because my kids gonna have to go over her house and spend the night or whatever, and whatever decision that her and Judy make, if they have to snap and get in their face or make them stand in the corner, that's between them. That's between them. If Brad and Judy have to take my twins and stand their ass in a corner and get in their face, Brad had to correct my kids before. So we be arguing and shit, but we co-parent very well.